Hey Billboard, this is Billie Eilish, and this is my brother Finneas, and these are 5 things you don't know about us. Number 1, I chew on any pen or pencil that I am holding. No matter where it's been, no matter whose it is, I chew on one side and then I turn it, and I chew on the other side and I turn it.
My number 1 is that before I started making music, I really wanted to be an animator.
Number 2, in whatever year that was, 2008 or
2000
whatever it was. Allison Irahita, I think, from The Voice.
Nope. American Idol.
Phineas loved Adam Lambert.
Yeah.
I loved Allison. We would both sit at the end of each episode and hold both of our, we had 2 home phones, and we would both hold them, and we'd go beep, 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 and we would press the number for the contestant we wanted. And when you lost, right?
Chris Allen won.
Phineas cried when Adam Lambert lost.
Yeah, that was devastating.
And I was very, very heartbroken when Allison lost.
Adam
I
Lambert.
loved her. I thought she was so cool.
And Billy was bawling. And then Adam Lambert lost. It was like a kick to the throat. Number 2 thing you might not know about me. I used to be an actor, which people seem to know. But the thing you wouldn't know is that when I would do auditions, my approach to auditions was I saw Ryan Gosling in the movie Drive, and he said no lines in that movie, basically. Like, there'd be scenes where people would ask him questions, he would just say nothing in response. And I thought it was very powerful. And so I'd be in auditions and I would just take the longest pauses ever before saying my, even if it was like—
used to role play Ryan Gosling in his daily life.
It's true. Or I'd be like, yes. Like, I would take like the most pregnant pauses, and the casting directors would always fall for it. They'd be like, that was powerful.
My 3rd thing, a big, big part of my love for fashion, started from my best friend growing up's sibling, Kiko. Kiko was always wearing the coolest shit of all time to choir rehearsals. And me and my friend Jamie, we would constantly like ask them, where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Can you show us? Da, da, da. And it got to such a point where we idolized them so much that they actually made an Instagram account, and it was just for me and my friend Jamie for like, we thought that their style was so cool, and I gained like all of my knowledge of fashion when I was young from Kiko. And the Instagram was called For Jamie and Billy, and it said Kiko's outfits and shit.
The 3rd thing you might not know about me, the number 1 thing that inspires the music that I make is not music, it's like film and literature. Like, that to me is what is my source of inspiration for music, is like, oh, I saw this movie and I just fell in love with that plot, and that makes me want to make this song.
My 4th thing you don't know about me was people that shop and don't adopt animals.
Dogs, cats specifically.
If somebody has a store-bought purebred animal in their house, I am immediately, I think, almost 80% less of them. And it's just how I work. It's just completely not defensible. And there are literally millions and millions of dogs and cats that need homes. That one.
Including that one.
Right now. So yeah, it's a very large pet peeve. If you buy a dog, I pretty much am gonna not like you.
The 4th thing that you might not know about me is if I could wear the smell of a gas-powered lawnmower cutting grass as a cologne, that's all I'd wear.
My number 5 is I never had a bloody nose until I was like 11, and I was so excited when I had it for the first time, because my best friend growing up, Zoe, she had like constant bloody noses, like constantly every day.
You're jealous.
And I was jealous because I thought they were cool. And so when I first got a bloody nose, I was throwing the ball for my childhood dog Pepper, and she jumped up and it just like bonked me in the nose, and I had a bloody nose. I was so excited, and I've only ever had, I think, 2 or 3 in my life, bloody noses, and I don't know, I find them very cool. I always was jealous of like when I'd see somebody like with a Kleenex just in their nose, like hanging out, walking around.
So that was
like,
cool.
That's so sick, like such a cool thing to do.
Dude, when I was in the theater watching Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, in the first 5 minutes, I sneezed and I took like a Kleenex or whatever, and I kind of wiped my, like, you know what I mean? Like I sneezed like this. and I came out of the theater and my whole face was covered in blood. I'd like given myself a bloody nose somehow, or like sneezed blood out or something, and I came out of the theater looking like I'd gotten punched in the face. My fifth thing is that I play a lot of video games, and I do it like very socially. Like that to me is the sort of excuse that I have. So I play it socially, and then I feel bad about myself if I'm playing it like alone for 5 hours, just because it makes me feel a little like I didn't do anything that day. All right, there's our 5 things.